It's a Fish Fry Friday in the parking lot, and we'll have baseball from Miller Park in Milwaukee tonight. The first of this 3-game weekend series between the San Diego Padres and the Milwaukee Brewers. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Zach Davies gets the call for game 1 of the series. Now batting, Frenlo Reyes. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground. On to Healy at first, and the side is retired. Able to... Next for Milwaukee, Mark Lloyd, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Throw into second. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
So a runner at first with one out now, and that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, you know I'm going to be watching Yasmani Grandal pretty closely. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10. And I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of them in. Very dangerous right now.
Now to the plate, Mike Moustakas, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Skied into straightaway right. Reyes on the move.
Come on, dig.
He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Ready for another chance? Mark Lloyd. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
He pulls this one into right, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. So striding in, Mike Moustakas, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Digging in to try it again, Mark Lloyd, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First delivery to him on the way. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 55 on the campaign, and it's now 5-3.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Mark Lloyd will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Here comes the first pitch. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. High and deep to right. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 148 for his career, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
Now at the plate, Austin Hedges. He flew out in his last at-bat. Myers, the runner at first with 2 gone. Ground out to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. This one pretty well. Standing in and working on a fantastic game, Mark Lloyd. He has 7 runs driven into his name so far. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Myers going back, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. Career homer number 149, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake. They were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Milwaukee Brewers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
No errors. They left 7 men on base.
Saturday night baseball here on the show as we welcome you to Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the San Diego Padres and the Milwaukee. Erasmo Ramirez will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Batting second.
Stepping up to the plate, Jake Dye. First at-bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. Sent on the ground out to second. One there. On to Smoke, but it's too late as they'll get just the 1. Here's Manny Machado now. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Manny Machado.
Ready with the 0-1.
2-2-2.
Back up the middle. There's one. On to Smoke in time for an inning-ending double play. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. Stepping in, Mark Lloyd. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. in the top 5 in the league in runs scored.
And now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and that may just get a couple of runners home. And the run will score as the Brewers are off to an early 1-0 lead.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Going to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is line to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to...
Digging in now for San Diego, Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Hit sharply on the ground. Lloyd is up with it, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mark Lloyd. They'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well, his second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as we head toward the All-Star break, you can see he's on top of the NL in that category. At the plate, Travis Shaw. He was able to plate 2 with a base hit in his first appearance. Now he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in. Lloyd gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. The second for 1. Over to Hosmer. A double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there.
Now at the plate, Manny Machado. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Machado.
1-1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Lloyd. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Mark Lloyd. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field, giving him an even 150 as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Right now, he can't wait to get to the plate against this pitching staff. 4 home runs in this series. Bet he wishes he could play these guys every single day.
Digging in, Mark Lloyd, and they're runners at the corners now.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and he dives to make a spectacular. Back to the top of the order now, and the switch hitter Jonathan Villar will be the next to bat.
Jonathan Villar.
Line, but speared on a hop. And there's out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Mark Lloyd. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. He pulls this one into right. Reyes will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Digging in and looking for more, Austin Hedges. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far.
1-1.
We move into the later innings, down by a bundle. It's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back in.
12-5 is the final in this ball game. The Milwaukee Brewers slugged their way to victory with 15 hits.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes.
MLB The Show has baseball now on a Sunday afternoon at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today, the finale of this. Lucas Giolito gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together
not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And it's gone.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll it.
So coming to the plate, Javi Guerra. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning.
1-1-1.
Sent on the ground out to second. Hand. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively.
In now, Eric Hosmer. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit.
On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. Digging in now for the Brewers, Mark Lloyd. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Line drive to left. Myers is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Into the box now, Manny Machado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
1-1.
Hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Odds leave them loaded. Still a 3-2 ball game. Now to the plate is Javi Guerra. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
The shortstop, Javi Guerra.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1.
On the ground out to second. Lloyd. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Mark Lloyd will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Myers is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Striding in once again, Mark Lloyd. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Lloyd.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Where this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, Hero, but boy, when the weather starts to warm.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the...
A player is challenged to raise the bar defensively.
And it looks like a move for a pinch hitter is coming here, as he'll be tasked with trying to drive home that runner from third with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Mark.
This is skied into short left center. Peraza has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Michael Feliz gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Michael Feliz.
Well, listen, there's no doubt they were pressing during that 7-game losing streak, but that's behind them now. Now they can play a little bit freer, which is the way this game is supposed to be played anyways.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin on a Tuesday night at Miller Park. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Stepping into the box, Mark Lloyd. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. First pitch coming, here it is. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot here to left center field, and his power surge continues, and even 60 for him on the year. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, you can see how pure his swing is, and that's why he's able to hit an incredible 60 home runs this season. Might as well start engraving his name on the MVP trophy because he's having a year for the ages. Witnessing history, folks.
At the plate, Mark Lloyd. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Winker giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the. Ready now for Cincinnati. Yasiel Puig. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Down to short. This could be two. Backhanded. And on to Smoke in time for an inning-ending double play. At the plate, Mark Lloyd. He comes in 1-for-2 with that home run he hit earlier. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play. And ready for another shot now. Mark Lloyd, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Fouled off. It's a base hit into center field. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings. So that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 90.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they wind up hanging a big 6 spot on the board here as they've made this game interesting again. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 7-7. Into the box, Mark Lloyd, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Grandal at second. Kane at first. 2 out in the inning. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Grandal is on his way home. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game.
Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this one to begin with. He's kept his team together with a great approach, finding his 3rd RBI of the day.
So stepping in, Travis Shaw, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. The Brewers down to their final strike. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch there to end it. And the Reds have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over. A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. Cincinnati came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Amir Garrett wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the... Just a short drive west of downtown. We're at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today, it's an NL Central Division matchup between the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Brewers baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Zach Davies starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Zach Davies coming on to pitch. Not a big, strong guy, but he's a control guy that pumps the strike zone full of strikes. 89 to 92 miles an hour with sink. Has a curveball, has the slider, and also the straight.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. shot to right center. And a one-time magic number, 61 home runs on the season now. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0. So as we check it out one more time, remember that for years, 61 was the number to beat, and he's tied it right here. Now in the box, J.J. Mays. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. Sent on the ground out to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the...
Stepping in, Mark Lloyd. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Now at the plate, Mark Lloyd. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Rocha sprinting after it. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Leading off for Cincinnati, the left fielder, number 33.
Liner towards second. So this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out. Ready now Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rocha is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands. Now at the plate, Carlos Rocha.
Now batting, left fielder, Carlos Rocha.
Towards second. Over to Smoke at first, and there are two away. In is Joey Votto now. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
19. No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Hard on the ground towards short. Iglesias is up with it. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the standing in, Mark Lloyd. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
The second baseman, Mark Lloyd.
First offering on its way. Line drive to left.
You're through. Keep going.
Rocha is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. So they pick up no run.
This one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning.
Leading off for the Brewers, the second baseman, Mark Lloyd.
Make the turn,
Liner
round it,
in
round
there for a base hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
This is line to left.
Pick it up, pick it up.
In there, a base hit.
What a way to
I
square
mean,
up
that
on
has
that
to
ball. Great
frustrate
job.
the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
The right fielder, number 16, Ben Gamble.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Collins will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number two.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Michael Feliz is on to pitch out.
It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The St. Louis Cardinals earn the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits.
3 runs, 4 hits.
Time to get the weekend started with Friday Night Baseball. So striding forward now, Mark Lloyd. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. First pitch on its way.
Here you go. Make the turn. Make the turn.
And he's safe. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, you know I'm going to be watching Yasmani Grandal pretty closely. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400 as he goes?
The next to bat for St. Louis, Adolis Garcia. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Right back up the middle. Lloyd. Up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Coming to the plate now, Mark Lloyd. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Mark Lloyd.
First delivery to him on the way.
Find it, find it.
Into center field, line drive base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And in next, the switch-hitting power bat of Justin Smoke. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 2 hits lead to a run. Striding in, Mark Lloyd. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. So here's the cleanup hitter, Travis Shaw. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far.
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down. Ready once again, Colton Wong. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
So it's first and second with two men gone, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Standing in, Mark Lloyd, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. As a look, now the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Set to deliver the 0-1. This is line to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run is in to score from third. Digging in, Mark Lloyd. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Mark Lloyd.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. You're short, hit hard. The throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful thus far. Too quick. So last chance here, and stepping in, Carlos Perez. And the game is on the line. The tie winning runs on base with 2 gone in the box. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. MLB The Show has baseball. Into the box now, Mark Lloyd. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
Hey, not a bad year for a second baseman. There's some really good two-sackers out there, but second basemen aren't typically where you expect to have one of your better hitters.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, you know I'm going to be watching Yasmani Grandal pretty closely. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Ian Happ, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat. And so far, hit out towards second. And that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Cardinals.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
So digging in now, Mark Lloyd. A matchup with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning. Line to the right side. Bader is there to put it away for out number 1. Stepping up now, Mark Lloyd. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. Kane runs. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Digging in once again, Barry Lofton. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats.
Mark Lloyd will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. He pulls this one into right. Bader is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Drew Robinson the next to dig in. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it system, especially now. He's got to bear the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
Throw to first is in time.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game.
4 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. They left.
Afternoon baseball now. Striding into the box, Mark Lloyd. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Mark Lloyd.
He's set, and the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Ozuna is under it. And he hauls it down in the corner. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their run.
Digging in now, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Popped him up. Perez is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took it.
Stepping into the box, Mark Lloyd. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. All right, so time now for the Cardinals' Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper minors. Coming to the plate now, Mark Lloyd. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away.
The batter, number 28.
Hit ball to second. Lloyd is right. And there are 2 away now. Now batting, Mark Lloyd. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Runners off for second. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him 1 extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning.
Up next for the Cardinals, the catcher, Victor Rodriguez.
2-2-2. On the ground is short. Could this be 2? There's 1. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Harrison Bader. He singled his last time up.
Bader.
1-1-1.
For a base hit here as he gets this one down. Grandal gloves it, and he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, I was impressed by this outing, no doubt. The numbers don't lie. 7 1/3. Very solid innings.
A player is called to question by his manager on his recent base running performance. The player's been caught stealing an inordinate amount of times recently. Essentially, a red light is being issued here. Red means stop. Also, do not go.
Almost set for evening. Luis Castillo is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this.
Next for Milwaukee, Mark Lloyd is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch coming. Here it is. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Winker going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. In his career against this starting pitcher, he's got a batting average of over 350. That's not...
Settling in now, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. And he lays out for it, but he can't pull it in out in deep center field.
On the bag, on the bag, on the bag.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year. And the Brewers have made this a 5-0 ball game.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
And here's Jose Peraza. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The ground to the right side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Mark Lloyd. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Davis going back at the track. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So they'll try to make something of this 4th inning after all, as he's into second with a 2-out double. And with that, we'll take a look at the current Milwaukee leaderboard to find that his total is currently tops on the roster in that department. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. Lloyd at second with 2 down. And he pops him up. Drifting toward the left side of the infield. Trahan has got it. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Head-to-head with Erasmo Ramirez. He's gone 2 for 8.
Scooter.
The 2-2. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. 1 there. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full. It's the Brewers 6, and the Red. Ready for another chance. Mark Lloyd.
The second baseman. Mark Lloyd.
From the belt, the pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. He'll try it again from first. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. It's 7-0. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Travis Shaw. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. Top of the order. In now for the Reds, Yasiel Puig. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice.
Yasiel Puig.
The 1-2. To third. 5. To second for 1. On to Smoke, but it's too late as they'll get just the 1. Now to the plate, Mark Lloyd. And he's working on a 3-double game right now.
Mark Lloyd.
Hit out towards second. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
Travis Shaw will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. Runner at second, 1 away, and in next the switch-hitting power bat of Justin Smoke. Now the 0-1, and now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Gamble.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this one clears the bullpen. A long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they open up a 4-run lead. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined. In is Joey Votto now. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Joey Votto.
A 1 pitch on its way. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Erasmo Ramirez earned his 9th win of the year.
And 11 runners left on base.
From the Queen City. So striding in, Mark Lloyd. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
What a powerhouse season, in the top 10 in home runs and
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out the straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and that is home run number 63 on the year. And the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fast.
So coming to the plate, Jose Peraza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Jose Peraza.
Sent on the ground out to second. And that's out number 1. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, there's no doubt they really need Joey Votto to bust out big time. In the last 10 ball games, he's only driven in 2 runs. Now, I'm not saying he's necessarily struggling altogether, but in the RBI category, they're going to need a lot.
And now is Yasiel Puig. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series. 0 for 8.
Puig.
1-1-1.
Ball to second. To his right, Lloyd. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Ready to take his hacks again, Mark Lloyd, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
First delivery to him on the way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Digging in to try it again, Mark Lloyd. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. Fielded cleanly. There's one. Back to first, and great work by the pitcher hustling over to cover as he takes the throw for the 3-6. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
The batter, the catcher, J.J. May.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Oh, and he has it. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Sammy Solis been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 36.
Leading off the inning, Mark Lloyd, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch on its way. Hard liner to center field. Rocha has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch. Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
This evening's game comes to an end 5-4, the final tally. The Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Lucas Giolito wins his 3rd of the season. Alex Wood pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So we'll have a pinch hitter coming up here with a runner at first and nobody out. Michael Lorenzen enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Lorenzen.
Fouled away as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. 0-1, here it comes. Shot toward right center. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. Iglesias isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He'll score easily. And they lead now by 4.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Now batting, left fielder, Thomas Quinlan.
Hit weakly back to the mound. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Up next from Milwaukee, the center fielder, Lorenzo King.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Suarez has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Travis Shaw.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Davis is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Brewers forced to settle for 1. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. Brewers are out in front, 5-1. Taylor Williams will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 54, Taylor Williams.
Man, they came in here with a mission. and that mission is almost complete. They've won the first 3 games of this series and would love to seal the road sweep with a victory tomorrow.
It's a Fish Fry Friday.
Play ball. 3. Defense.
Coming to the plate now, Mark Lloyd. And he can give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. As a look, now the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them home. And now confusion here with 2 men on the same base. One's got to go, and they're going to get an out here. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. He's got a 16-game hit streak going, and I'll tell you what, he's got that little swagger about himself right now, too. I saw him before the game standing around and strutting around the BP cage. He's feeling pretty.
Next for Seattle, Omar Narvaez, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. Really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, here's a defensive.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Daniel Vogelback. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
Vogelback.
The inning is it sent out to second. Lloyd fields it cleanly. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side. So here now's the pitcher, Frankie Montes.
The pitcher, number 47.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Montes.
Up the middle. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mark Lloyd.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the Brewers get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we show you the team leaders there, you can see that he's moved ever closer to the 50 mark, as that's number 49 for him on the year. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Travis Shaw.
The 3-1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Smith going back on it, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter.
Now at the plate, Mark Lloyd. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Strike taken up in the zone.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Line drive to left. Santana is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it.
Stepping in, Daniel Vogelback. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Daniel Vogelback.
Toward second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, D. Gordon.
Second baseman, D. Gordon.
Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. The backhand. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mark Lloyd. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Smith going back on it, and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So a 3-run blast to deep center here, and that's home run number 64 on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
D-Roll, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think that...
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off against Jeremy Jeffress with 3 outs remaining to try to make something happen. Liner towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Brewers posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Jimmy Nelson earned his 9th win of the year. Just a few miles off the short. Coming to the plate now, Mark Lloyd. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Henniger in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. He's in the top 5 in runs scored in the National League, so he's a big part of the lineup. The guys behind him are doing a good job of driving him in, too, but they'd be a whole different team without him.
Stepping up to the plate, Justin Smoke. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Lloyd leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Santana will get there, and he puts it away to retire. At the plate, Mark Lloyd. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
So a line drive single to left makes it 2 hits for him now this afternoon at the plate. And with that, we'll take a look at the current Milwaukee leaderboard to find that his total is currently tops on the roster in that department. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Gordon onto the grass. He gets there to make the catch, and that Milwaukee leaves one. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now this is hit not all that hard out. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Domingo Santana. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error. Time up. Sent on the ground out to second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Opportunity now to peer into the future plans for the Brewers organization. Digging in, Mark Lloyd. He singled his last time up.
Mark Lloyd.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Travis Shaw. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Baseman, Travis Shaw.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Justin.
1-1. Misses above the zone for a ball.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
3 balls and a strike now to Smoke.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. The 3-1 pitch. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Grandal.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, to second for 1, and nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1.
Digging in, Mark Lloyd. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's in at second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Henniger is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Throw won't get him. One away for the Brewers in their half of the 7th. And in next, the switch-hitting power bat of Justin Smoak. This is line to left. Santana is there. Let's see if they test it. And they get the double play at third. Brewers forced to settle for 1. Here's D. Gordon now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
D. Gordon.
The ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to Smoak, but it's too late as they'll get just the 1. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Mark Lloyd. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here.
Hang on.
Vogelbach
Right here.
comes up with it. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like